Consider the fact they do still have the Pro League performance.
Oh, what?
Eyes on them too. What is this from Wildcard? They're gonna go right in, no delay, despite getting the wall open early. 2 quick kills for them. Retro was able to trade out 1. The plan already halfway done by Diesel, but he does have to cancel it. Immoren is gonna move in to find another one against Retro, and RECIPROCITY just did not expect this to come in. Plant gonna go down right now. Diffuser on the ground. It's all left to Vert and Laxing. Laxing still blocked off by wooden barricades, and Vert's on a completely other floor. Great opener here from Wildcard. RECIPROCITY did not expect this. Vert's gonna rotate back down though. Pick up the first refrag here onto Diesel. Trying to find more, but he doesn't want to contest yellow door that quickly. Ends up going behind the gray car instead, trying to lock down that diffuser. It's not easy though. Wildcard were given so much free room, and they have a great post plant.
Big issue for RECIPROCITY now. Timer getting lower and lower. Such a good move from Wildcard here to just go fast onto Garage. Didn't have too much to stop them. Had some Goyo shield set up to try and anchor, but instead they'll just bum rush the door, and it works out. Wildcard with
either. You don't see it on a drone, but Nyx is going to walk up through Visa stairs and catch Derpit, taking him out of the equation and actually taking away a large amount of upstairs control that Wildcard had locked down up until this point. He's not going to be the only one here anymore either. It looks like he's having one other teammate. I think it's Laxing rotating up through yellow to add additional support to the upstairs hold.
Wildcard having a lot of trouble dealing with RECIPROCITY on these roams, and RECIPROCITY has really just dipped and dashed the entire time. Another Nitro
one
cell getting thrown outside, and that was all the way from downstairs through the hatch. So overall, just a very, very struggle round for Wildcard. They're just now trying to throw themselves at the site. It's actually working out. Ethan gets a kill through some vertical holes made inside of Tellers onto the mute. That was Vert. Nyx also gets killed. So almost back on equal footing here, but RECIPROCITY has the main pinch points. 2 people downstairs. Still do have a possibility of Nitro cells, and also has 1 upstairs. But Wildcard is just removing what you thought the book actually was. Immoren's now on site. He gets 1 kill, trading out his teammate, but he doesn't have the diffuser. Oh, actually, excuse me, he does. Immoren now going for the plant. He's locked in, but Retro, a very slow-moving operator. Oh no, he's been baited. He heard the move. He's been bamboozled. He knocks it down to the 1 versus 1. It's Laxing, though, one of the most clutch players on this roster, waiting to see if he can possibly plant, and he can. Had plenty of time now, though. Immoren might actually win this round that no one thought that Wildcard had any business in right now.
Second 1vx in a row for Immoren. Oh no, a third Nitro cell kill. It's going to be way off the mark, way to the right, but he should know now that his right flank is more than likely clear. It's a pre-aims on the left side. Takes him out. Oh no, oh, no, you can't do that. Checking the crouch key. Headshot on the shotty as well. Ethan back down through the hatch to defend the site. Rec will clear that out. Have access to the bathroom hatch to drop down in now. Look at the spot onto this Evil Eye right in the corner of Garage. Second track stinger, I believe that was, going to be deployed at first floor yellow. And a nice catch from Vert. It's going to send Immoren flying back over towards that balcony, potentially for a run out, which if he does it, he'll kill himself because the Claymore's there.
Yeah, very low GP as well. Nitro cell for Ethan from underneath, claims Vertical's life though. RECIPROCITY is still doing a very good job of clearing out this center room. They do have complete control of the bathroom, but they still have to worry about that flank that could possibly be in tow from Immoren. Just now getting the panels of the garage open, so trying to set up for a plant. Nyx and Fox both still upstairs. They have control of yellow, so they're looking for the Tross, trying to get rid of the Evil Eye here as Nyx eventually gets it. It's over to the right-hand side of the garage. Smoke grenades now pour in, so they're going to go for a plant behind the black car more than likely, but to see where he sets up. Pre-fires through, another Toxic Babe's going to hit the deck. Is it going to deal any damage? It is. Laxing's going to be downed eventually. Nyx gets Immoren on flank. Almost hits a nice flick though. Diffuser eventually goes down. Laxing actually has not been down though. He's still next to White Van, able to hold the rotate. RECIPROCITY has everything going for them though. Neo's going to get traded out after killing Laxing, but Fox on the other angle to assist them. Fox is still on this bathroom angle. Oh, that's going to be an Alda though. Holds the angle to try and track him up to yellow. He will get that. So now they have all the info on where these last 3 remaining members are. Challenging into yellow though, because they know that Nyx was there prior. Still holding that angle. Foxy's worked his way in. It's going to be a hop over from the smoke, but immediately traded. Retro's waiting. Ethan on diffuser, but it's going to be Fox with...
They're getting low on time to accomplish that. 1.5 minutes remaining now. See Vert hoping that someone over-peaks. I'll catch that Nitro cell, so player and piano is reconfirmed as well, or potentially bathroom. opening up the soft wall, but the push comes out from the stairs. It won't matter, though, as they hold every single angle. Now having the player inside of console restricted, they'll just have to try and ice out the angle. Doing a good job of surviving for a long time there, but still ending up falling. That's Neophyter upstairs that goes down. Diesel and Derpe, in the meanwhile, will strike back, taking out massive... Where is Derpe at right now? Picking up a massive amount of frags, and all of a sudden, a round that seemingly Rec had great control over has come down to just Nyx to clutch it in a 1v2. Moving in, and an M5 now causing issues. I think either Derpe or Ethan sitting in position right above that bathroom hatch, potentially to delay these guys, and that's causing the overall delay right now from RECIPROCITY from pushing in. Track Stingers are going to be chucked up by Nyx as well to restrict some more of this room. 2 out of 3 of his, 1 thrown upstairs to prevent rotates, 2 more thrown close to stop any players from pushing out at either pipes, hall, or cafeteria. Smokes used besides that, Retro nearly going down to a smoke gas grenade. Nyx and Fox say the first to strike. Ethan will respond in time, but still an advantage, and most importantly, a lot of control going into the favor of RECIPROCITY right now. That's only going to continue. Vert with 2 more going right into his pocket. And now all that remains is Ethan, who had that bathroom hold upstairs.
Yeah, I was able to get 1 kill from it. That was Retro on White Van, who had the diffuser originally, but that's the only kill. They need to pop it. They just did, so now they have access to the wall. But that delays even more time. So, to be completely honest, a very smart setup from Wildcard.
Trying to keep watch here as he pulls the drone out to roam through the rest of security. Laxing doing the same as he'll actually try to preset one up where the big LCD TV normally is. Wall's going to be opened up by Retro. Not too much of a problem with that. Second also should be open, completely uninterrupted. But at the same time, Neophyter is going to catch the first player from RECIPROCITY as Vert is caught. And now Neo going to try to push this a little bit further. He's got to be careful around the beepers, of course. That'll make noise if he crosses them. So he ends up bypassing that, going all the way upstairs, shooting out the hatch, giving him a bit more room to play through. Now he's going to have to be careful, as unless they move, there is another player from RECIPROCITY right below that. So has to watch his back as he walks by. He's already passed it, though. First plant attempt now coming in from Retro, and it is going to successfully get onto the ground. Neophyter, though, completing the flank, walks up, catches 1 player blue stairs before Laxing trades it back. Foxay's still alive. He's got a partially breached hatch, and they don't even realize it either. Bit of messy work, but hey, it's giving him the angle he needs for the kill on Diesel. And most importantly, it's keeping Laxing out of a pressure situation. Foxay does go down, though, as Ethan rotates back up, and now Laxing sits alone in the inside of security. He's got a good plant position, a lot of room to work with here, but the problem is he has to worry about multiple angles, and that's where the fight gets a lot harder. He'll fall back into the dirt tunnel, gets well away from the... Oh my goodness, 2 Nitro cells going off, swings in to get the first one. Now more sitting in front of him, though, and ultimately, Derpe is going to be able to push up to his face and take him down. It's a little bit of response.
Time they need for someone to rotate and kill this.
It's going to take a very long time to get...
And over 15 seconds now.
Vert's going to have to do it, right?
Yeah, Vert's got the only impact. So that right there, just that shield, remember this, chat, has wasted 30 seconds of time. Use Goyo in your games. Why not?
It's super funny because it's like it doesn't actually work as a shield by itself, but it just wastes.
They have
so
them on both
time.
walls. It's just a time waste. That's so smart.
Because obviously you can't go to the back of that and shoot it because you'll die. So.
What a way to
I don't even know if you can get to the back of it with a
car. Oh, you can hop it.
Yeah, because the game would have had to make it that way. Otherwise, you would have put it down. Either way, both the walls are eventually going to get opened up with about 40 seconds left on the clock here. And now the pressure's on for RECIPROCITY. They've got a lot of the hatches either partway or fully open for themselves to try and utilize. That's once again the job that's being done by Foxay. Try to go for the plant that's just on the inside. That barely default plant. Smoke gas grenades have been chucked in, but they're not reaching over to Retro. So once again, the plant goes off without a hitch.
That was all on utility going right, and it definitely went wrong for Wildcard. They still had all of that to expend, but now the issue is they have every single angle cut off here. They have vertical on the main stairs, making sure that they can't rotate out, as well as Fox playing open area with that hatch open. Oh my God, line them up. Vertical with a triple kill. I think that 2 headshots. Foxay getting 1 for himself as well. It's all left up to Imran, but he's got to worry about hatches. Vert from the flank as well as he works his way in, but it's going to be Foxay to get things and how they want to handle this. They're popping the hatch inside of E2 to drop down to E1, which is that main area with the computer cart, as well as the jail-looking bars towards the western side of the site.
Just a full-on hold right now from Nyx, hoping that someone gets a bit over-aggressive, but it's not happening. In fact, Ethan's taking his good old time to reapply an ADS onto the stairs right there. I actually think he might have picked it up to run away with it and reuse it somewhere else, which would be a pretty smart shift of utility if he did do that right there.
Getting plenty of info here, and it seems that Laxing I'm not even, oh, okay, I understand what he's doing now. He's opening up the side of this in order to get a different angle. He's pre-firing. I was like, that floor is hard there, my friend. I don't know exactly what you're doing, but instead he's going to be opening up a new angle to watch towards the garage door. It could definitely assist them as they're going for kind of a different setup here. See some feet underneath the truck. Oh, and that's going to be the kill that you need. It's going to be a little bit of damage dealt to Derpy, but since he's a 3 armor, it's going to take quite a bit more. Derp gets nicks. Finally, Vert's able to find the headshot, though, so we're going to trade out pretty equally, but RECIPROCITY now just starting to overwhelm Wildcard. It's down to the 1 versus 4. It's all Emerin all over again, but no, Retro bails into sight and gets here, so
expect a bit more from him. Oh,
that's a big pick. That's a huge pick. Vertical is currently 11-0-3, so Ethan shuts him down early on. Just did not drone that open area thoroughly enough, and that means your top frag is dead for the time being. Now that somebody's inside of E3, gonna be a torch. Diesel tries to rotate out, but he'll get chewed up. Oh, actually, no. Didn't do enough damage to Neo. Another burn, but he's actually been found out to still be inside. Ethan gets yet another kill. They're not able to deal with him on roam, and this is something that RECIPROCITY is usually a lot better at.
Being low on time here as well, about 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. Still trying to funnel in for upstairs control. Nyx being very timid about the push, and he does have extra pressure coming back out. However, scopes right in onto one of them, taking out Ethan. The elevator player gets revenge though, and now Laxing trying to move in. He knows he's got pressure from his backside too, but finds the dock. That's Neofighter gone down. Keep in mind, Nyx is still revivable. He's fallen back to the bottom of the main steps, spots the Valcam, but also they know that someone's going in to res him now as a result of that spot. Oh, it doesn't matter though. Laxing wraps back under Spiral and takes out Emerin when he tries to leap forward. Nyx should be safe to get up at this point, but as you might expect, Laxing's still going to take a second just to be safe.
Apologies, friend. I got to go for the bait here. And speaking of baiting, Derp, last one alive. Do they know where he is, though? It seems like they had a drone inside of E2. He pre-fires in through lone, but doesn't find too much. He gets a kill on a Nick for good measure. Nick's now dead, so Derp has to rotate all the way over to square stairs, and this is very troublesome. They know that he has a nitro cell, so Retro needs to go for plant very quickly here. Was going to go for it inside of the main office area, but Retro chooses to go over to executive instead. Laxing's still alive. He gets hot pinged, but Derp can't find the shots. It's going to be very difficult down with 1 HP. Pre-fire here. A minute remains inside of this round. Wildcard has means to get onto site now with that wall being open. A very well-placed shield on top of the meeting table makes the angle even tighter to try and get into copy. So RECIPROCITY just battling Wildcard back for the time being. A wild pre-fire from Emerin doesn't bag him too much. Knows that somebody's in lobby now. Derp's going to need to capitalize on that. He's looking for him, but not before Nyx hits his mark. Oh no, it's actually Vert inside of lobby. He knows that somebody's ATMs though. He also has Valkyrie here as well as he sprints up the red staircase. Diesel takes down Retro. That's the castle that was inside of sight. They have the wall open. Such a long contention. No ACOG needed. Vertical rips off Diesel's head. Another one's been down in IQ as the kill feed gets filled with orange. Finally, Emerin battles back. He hasn't been able to do too much inside of these clutch situations, though. He's got it down quite a few times into the 1 versus 1, but he looks the wrong way.
Solution that much. I'm happy at 1080.
Dude,
I completely understand.
1080.
I say I don't understand. I say it in a very joking manner. I completely understand why people do it. It's not for me.
I've recently went to the dark side and played 4-3. I just don't
notice much of a difference personally.
Dude, honestly,
I see where it comes in, but I just don't notice it.
It makes my 1x play a lot better. I don't play ACOGs anymore. So I just like hollow sites, and I just strictly play hollow.
Got 4x3 player.
And that's it. Yeah, that's it. So there's actually quite a few players that do that inside of Pro League. So I was like, hey, they're better than me. Might as well follow suit, you know, see if it works for me. And it does. It does.
Have wider heads, you know?
Yeah, every once in a while, I'll just be, you know, fragging out, be doing my thing. Kind of like Emerin's doing his thing right now. So much sledge work that's going to be 4 hammer swings and the possibility of like 7 seconds there. Does a lot of destruction, makes a rotate for them as well. So making things a little bit easier if they do start to tussle.
ADS 1 gone, ADS 2, 1 of 2 charges also eliminated. There you go. Now they're both dead. Oh, there actually was a third one out there too. I didn't see that one from the Jaeger's POV. Oh, now they're good, as all 6 charges have been burned away.
Yeah, here's the issue though. It's a smoke, and you don't want to peek into that, especially with how they're going to dance on that. There's actually 2 people inside of blue as well. So RECIPROCITY's entire stand is going to come on blue stairs. They just want to kill everyone right here. They're going to get aggro on this. Right when they try and push, why would you do? Okay, so
I don't know if they just had a bad angle, or
no, you can't even get a pixel on that to try and do such a thing. Oh wow, I cannot believe Laxing took that little of damage from that. That was truly something else.
Vert died from it. Meanwhile,
yeah, I mean, that was a perfectly placed grenade, but they're wasting so much time now. That's the main issue. Gets rid of the drone, knows that he has him there. Goes to the shotgun blast, just trying to go for a peek. He sees another one, he knows that he's there. Laxing doing such a great job dancing back and forth on this door, continuing to pump the N590. Switches over to the SMG-11, he's continuing to just get droned out. He knows that some pressure has to come, but it seems like they're falling off. More stun grenades pouring in. He's full white, he should be dead here. Finally, Emerin capitalizes, but only 35 seconds remain. The lucky thing is, though, it was Laxing with those smoke grenades. They weren't playing them on site, so they don't have too much to worry about except for nitro cells.
They do have man advantage coming off of that, but ultimately that may not even end up mattering that much at this late in the round. Reciprocity can now capitalize on what's going to have to be a very rushed take from Wildcard and try to just shut them down as they go for the plant. Still at least one nitro cell sitting on Foxy. He's not going to waste any time. Chucks that right in. Down goes the first plant attempt. Does find the angle, but again, that TCSG, not the easiest weapon to wield on pixel angles like you just saw there. He's even going to push in a little bit further here, but ends up giving away his angle. However, that wastes the time that's needed. Reciprocity wins out their last round.